In 1995, a crowd just like this one gathered in Providence, Rhode Island for a progression party of action sports that we now know as X Games. 30 years later at 4,300 feet, Salt Lake City is fired up to witness the jewel of X Games, Skateboard Vert, because they know the history and they are excited for the possibilities.
Look out, here come the extreme games.
You know, for cynics, there were a lot of questions as the games began. An eclectic group of athletes seized this rare showcase.
Open your eyes. Allow them to blow your mind.
Here we go. Welcome, friends, to X Games Salt Lake City 2025, presented by Sonic, where a new generation is looking to move the culture forward alongside the Masters. Enter young 15-year-old Arissa True, coming off of a double gold performance last week in Osaka in both park and vert, on her way to becoming the most decorated young woman in X Games history. But today, earlier in park, on her way to a triple gold performance, she goes down on this switch backside 360. She would end up finishing in 5th. But what did that do? It left the door open for the young Finnish skater by way of Australia, Hailey, coming through with her own backside 360 into the McTwist. 14 years of age, she could not believe that last year's silver medal performance led her to a gold today. Garrett Reynolds is the most decorated athlete in the history of X Games with 16 gold medals, but he came into this X Games wounded, dealing with stomach issues, on antibiotics. Somehow or another, he decided not to call in sick and put in this truly incredible performance that led to a silver medal. Garrett Reynolds is made of something else, and that's just a sample of what we are about to get into here. Salt Lake City, basking in the mountains of the Wasatch. They are fired up for these 30 years of X Games. They want their own piece of the pie. Hey everybody, my name is Salema Masekela, and it is an honor to welcome you to X Games 2025 here in Salt Lake City, and I am joined by two capable co-hosts, Brie Garcia of WWE Hall of Fame status, and Kristen Beat, who's doing double duty. You are our beat reporter, last name Beat reporter for both BMX and Moto. You were there today. It's 7 p.m. Mountain Time here in Utah, 90 degrees. I couldn't imagine what it was like earlier in BMX Park. What was it like witnessing the manner in which Garrett Reynolds stepped up?
It was hot, Salema, and when you look at BMX Street, right, 4,500 athletes have competed at the X Games over its 30-year history. Only one of them has 16 gold medals. His name is Garrett Reynolds. He's the Michael Jordan of BMX Street, and despite missing gold number 17 today, we witnessed him battle through a major health complication to go on to win silver. The dedication, the grit, it's already on display here at the X Games. It was amazing. It was incredible watching the triumphs in that discipline. Just amazing. It
sets the standard for the performances that we'll see all weekend. Brie, you are no stranger to having to step up in difficult times. This is your first X Games, though.
It is.
The context of what you've witnessed so far and what you're looking forward to.
I mean, I have to say it's an honor to be in the middle of you two, so thank you for having me, X Games. But I have to say I'm rooting for my girl, Arissa True. I understand that today was not the day she wanted. I get it as an athlete. When you're put under pressure and you don't perform the way you want to, it's hard. But guess what? Everyone loves a good comeback story, and she's gonna do it. Trust me, Saturday, Sunday, she's walking away with gold because even though she loves pink, Gold is her color, and I'm rooting for that.
You heard it first from Brie Garcia, literally from the top rope. You know, Arissa True, she looks at her fellow competitors to be pushed, but she actually looks at this young man, Gui Khury, her training partner from Curitiba, Brazil, coming off of his own double gold performance in Osaka in both vert and vert best trick. Example of his greatness, this kickflip varial 900, which he can somehow also do in his run. He comes from Japan straight into having to do the press conference, the same type of pressure as Arissa True has on her head. But last night, Tony Hawk did something special to take away from that pressure.
All right, man. Came to skate with you.
Yeah, that's
How you feeling?
pretty good.
Yeah? Do you want to try my board?
I'll try the board. What? No way!
It is always a moment when a professional skateboarder gets that first skateboard they get with their name on it that really makes them a pro. But to get it from your boss, Tony Hawk, the greatest ever, something else. And I will now throw it to Tony Hawk, who is in the booth for tonight's call in vert. Tony, what does that, first of all, what was that moment like for you? But what does that do you think, for Gui's confidence as he's just been on fire this last year?
Oh, wow. Well, thanks, Lemma. I hope it just gives him validation. You know, he's been winning so many events, and it's almost criminal that we haven't done this sooner, but he's been gone, and I finally caught up with him. I literally came from the airport, got in a rental car, ran up the stairs as he was finishing the session to come give him that board, and it was totally worth it. And now he's riding it, so I'm super proud.
That is awesome. Well, we'll let you guys take it away. We're excited for this vert competition, which is at this point Gui's to lose given the performances the last year. Take it away, guys.
30 years of X Games, and this ramp is still the most iconic venue in all of action sports. We welcome you now to the Rivian Men's Skateboard Vert. And it starts right now. What's happening, everybody? Brandon Graham alongside Corbin Harris and the greatest of all time, Tony Hawk. A look at our lineup. Obviously, Gui Khury, the heavy favorite, but certainly Tom Shar is going to have something to say about that.
Oh, I mean, this whole lineup is insane. Don't count out JD Sanchez or Moto. In fact, I've seen Moto practicing right now. I can tell he's in the rhythm, so something's going to go popping here. And they all got the tricks to capture a win. It's just a matter of who stays on.
I mean, how can you go past Gui, though? Straight off the fresh win. He is just something else. I feel like he's just in his stride, especially getting that new pro board. He's going to have a little something extra today, I feel it.
The very definition of on one, Gui Khury. But we're excited to set things off here at X Games 2025 here in Salt Lake City.
Reef Orlando. Oh! He's a local at my ramp. He got added just last week into this roster, and he has got some of the most insane tricks. A lot of no-handed stuff like this. Oh, cab, nose grind, shove it. I mean, right there, that's a best trick contender, and the fact that he's going to throw that into a run and he'll probably make it next time is impressive.
Just Reef's second X Games appearance. But we move on to the youngest competitor in our field, just 10 years old, out of Japan, Ema Kawakami. Last year at X Games Ventura, at 9 years old, it made him the youngest male competitor in X Games history. But he's got podium potential.
He has got huge tricks, and he's got this one, a 900 in
Nose grab, 900. Oh, did you see his wheel hit on that?
It hit
front side 540, landing on the coping, all the speed he can get. Look at him pushing on his knees to get it some more. Kickflip Indy.
How is this run? Tony, you saw him do 3 back-to-back 900s.
Oh, no.
Heads up, straight into the crowd. Tony, you saw him do.
That was a rough one, Emma. That was called the, that was a whip out, Mr. Wilson.
A big slam, but
so
he's
that was
able to walk away.
Second 900 of the run. First one was nose grab. That one was wettle grab. and just landed a little too soon.
I know you were there at Vert Alert, your contest, and you saw him do 3 back-to-back 100s.
Yeah.
What was that like? After all these years of you doing that trick, and now kids are coming through and doing that?
I loved it. It was insulting. Okay. No. You know what I was more impressed with? He did an alley-oop 900 in best trick. And I know how hard it is to alley-oop spins, so I was more stoked on that.
Okay.
We move on to the oldest competitor in our field, but also tied for the most decorated, 36-year-old Elliott Sloan, making his 24th X Games appearance.
No. Missing that Indy grab on the 5. The wind is not that strong, but enough that it could affect you on something like that.
What a turnout for night 1 of the inaugural X Games Salt Lake City. As we welcome next, Soya Inamata, 15 years old, already 3 medals.
Talk about going big.
Oh,
this kid goes huge!
Wow! 12-foot 540 as a setup.
Look at the height that he's keeping through this.
Heel flip.
Tony,
massive kick flip.
How hard is it to kick that?
The champion air! The champion air is making a comeback. Oh, varial flip Indy. His board is backwards. Not anymore. Oh! So that was going to be a varial flip Indy 540.
Tony, not a lot of skaters out there are holding that height all the time. How does he do it?
They only have 3 runs, so I don't think anyone's going to be conservative so far. No one has. But that was a risky one, too, right there.
Yes.
Even though we do see him make it quite a bit, you just never know what's going to happen on that one. There's a lot going on.
It's a 3-run format. We count the single best run here in the Rivian men's skateboard vert. And up next, owner of 10 X Games medals, Moto Shibata.
Well, I'm excited for this.
Slam and Moto will be the first full run made here.
Okay.
Look at that. Front side, front foot impossible, lean air, alley-oop McTwist. Kick flip, McTwist.
I love how slow he brings that around.
Look at that. Oh, wow, hanging up there.
Wow.
That wall seems to be getting a few of the skaters. We saw Emma hang up on a frontside 5.
It seems like the Cobine is set in a lot on that.
I don't think
you've skated it. What
that's
do you
a function of the vert, so the vert might be a little bit different on each wall, but what he did right there is not because of the coping.
Okay.
So Moto unable to put down a full pull.
He got pretty far, though, in my defense.
But a taste of what could be on Run to Real. Hey, 30 years of X Games. Gang's all here. The most decorated athlete in X Games history, Bob Burnquist. Christian Hosoi out here. We got the ladies of skate out there on the ramp. Yuto hanging out. Oh, Vans royalty. I see Bucky up there.
Bucky Lessick, Andy McDonald.
Andy Mack.
It's a Huck Jam reunion, as far as I'm concerned.
There's nothing wrong with that.
It's not, yeah.
Where's Lincoln? Let's get Lincoln back too.
Yes, please.
So many guys, especially that made this ramp a place of eternal, iconic moments. On place to witness history.
Get ready for some high-flying wizardry.
JD Sanchez.
Oh, my goodness. I don't know if that was, yeah, that's what he's trying to do. Heel flip, no, kick flip varial.
Was he really trying to front side?
I really don't know, but he, 360 flip stalefish.
This run.
Here we go.
He wants to land this no matter what.
Landing tuck knee. Indy! Kick flip. 540. Oh, no.
Oh! So let's talk through that, Tony. That first one, frontside heel flip. I think he just wanted to do a frontside heel flip.
It looked like it went into a varial by accident, and then he saved it with the kickflip body varial that looks like a hard flip on the backside thing, like the Take Cruise special.
Imagine saving that with that trick. I couldn't. You could.
I don't know. I'm a little torn if that was intentional or not.
Oh.
Well, gents, all I can say is thank heavens for this 3-run format because they are getting sendy, and rightfully so. This is a departure from what we saw last week in Osaka, right?
Yes.
2 runs in the playoffs, 2 runs in the finals. These guys understand they can afford to really push it.
And as Tony said, it allows them to be able to lock in and try their hardest run.
So with that, JD Sanchez taking over the top spot with still a couple skaters to drop in, including this man, Tom Shar.
Huge kickflip Indy.
Fakey. Oh, tail grab.
Oh!
20.
What?
That was a stale tail grab for the record.
Kidding me? How did
He's just back in the rhythm here. Heel flip Indy.
How did he hold on to that?
Oh, nose grind, kickflip.
Oh! Just can't bring it around. My goodness.
Once we see some of these runs fully, we're going to see some serious scores rolling. Tom just wanted to, he heard the crowd. You could see him smile before he rolled in, and he was like, I'm going to land absolutely everything.
The takeoff on that 720, he could tell he was already in trouble.
Yeah.
And then he just saved it.
Was it his front foot that was starting to leave the board?
Yeah, I think he just snapped it too early.
Yes.
So when you snap it early, it sends you over the deck.
Yep.
So you're more likely to hang up. And he already knew he was in trouble, and then he didn't really get the full tail grab. So he didn't have a good hold of it. It was a lot going on. Oh, here we go.
To be Gui Khury.
Alley-oop
Drops
540
it.
straight out of the gate. 900.
What?
Oh, like it's a setup air, heel flip, frontside air.
And look how much speed he's still holding.
Kickflip varial. Oh, kickflip varial kickflip body varial 5. Stale fish 5. It's the spin to win.
Whoa!
Oh man, that was how much time was left on that one? He was almost to the end there.
Gui Khury in search of that 8th career gold medal, currently tied with Arissa True for most gold medals earned by a teenager.
I think that might be the best run we've seen so far.
So run 1 in here at the Rivian Men's Skateboard Vert. JD Sanchez leading the way. But we're just getting started out here at night 1 of X Games Salt Lake City 2025.
The X Games are brought to you by Sonic and Monster Energy.
Here's a guy who has actually landed a front flip. This is about as hard as it gets in freestyle.
Yes! First time ever at the X Games.
First time ever in any competition, anywhere.
Jackson Strong, simply known as Jacko from Australia, and definitely twisting.
Nothing like setting the bar high.
The most creative man on 2 wheels, Jacko Strong, an 8-time X Games gold medalist. He and the boys will be battling it out just a little bit later at Moto X Best Trick. But we're 1 run in here in the Rivian Men's Skateboard Vert, and run 1, the amplitude displayed was a level unlike anything we've really seen. For more on that, we head over to the 4th member of our team, AJ McCord.
Brenda, we are not unused to seeing these athletes push the envelopes here on the vert ramp, but here at X Games 2025 Salt Lake City, they may be going higher than ever. I caught up with Tom Shar during practice, and he said the elevation here in Salt Lake, sitting right about 4,200 feet of elevation, he feels like his tricks are flying higher than they tend to, and every single time these guys drop in, the crowd here in Salt Lake City is appreciating the history at our fingertips.
Thank you, AJ. Yeah, how high is too high?
What?
I think Tom needs all the help he can get because he's skating in every discipline.
That's right.
He's tired.
He is the all-terrain vehicle. And dropping in for run number 2, Reef Orlando.
I like Reef's alley-oop lip slide setup into tail grab 5. It's like it's like his speed comes and goes.
Grew up skating with Zion Wright, who's also on the commentary team as well at the moment.
Go, cab, nose grind, shove it in. Whoa! And what's this? Alley-oop cab shove. Oh! Going for a kickflip no grab. That was super risky after those two bangers.
Tony, Reef skateboarding compared to everyone else's in the field, it's so unique. Why and how is that?
He's because he refuses to grab his board.
Is that it?
Yeah, I mean, on those all that shove it stuff, that's super technical, and it's very easy to just make it go south. And he catches it almost. I mean, you saw that the alley-oop cab, it's almost like a late shove, and it goes right back to his feet. He has enough time to consider it and then land. It's not like he's just throwing caution to the wind.
Feels like he's light on his feet on that vert ramp.
Yeah, but
so
reminds me of Alfonso Rawls vibe.
Reef score improves, jumping him up into third place. And now Emma Kawakami, who slammed hard at the end of run 1.
He shook that off. Alley-oop backside air, straight into
grab
900.
And then frontside 5, always landing right on coping. Here we go, another 900. Weddle grab. Oh, I take that back. Kickflip body barrel 5.
The crowd is screaming. They love the little guy.
Getting all the kick flips. Are we going to see another 900? We are. There it is.
Yeah.
Oh, so clean, that landing. Oh,
yes! 720 to fakie.
Mackenzie from fakie 7 to a fakie to an Indy 7. First run made, too.
Hang on. He's already claimed it before he's out. Did you see that?
Emma is in first place right now with that and could remain there.
Oh my goodness!
He hadn't even...
Dude, the 720 to 720 combo, he's the only one. He's the only one that's got that.
Well, and also the claim before he even got to the flat bottom.
He knows.
He had his hands in the
He knows when he's got it.
10 years old, 4'5", Emma Kawakami just laying waste to this vert ramp on run number 2.
Incredible. Did you hear the crowd?
The roar.
Everyone was on their feet during that.
And I love it. Tony was saying this before too, how the leg pump, every time he puts his hands on his knees, you feel it.
I feel it because I did that one up until about age 14. It's everything you got. I need everything. I got to push on my knees. Please give me more strength.
I still do it, but it's the other way. I'm getting older, so I still do that.
I might get back.
I think I've seen you a couple of times when there's no cameras around,
please,
Tony.
Please, just let me get to the top.
And we have a new leader.
Yeah.
Kawakami takes over first place, an 85.66.
How is that going to stand if the others start making their runs, Tony?
I think it's pretty strong, but there were a couple times where he had to do setup for speed, and the other ones in this field don't necessarily do that. Every wall is a trick.
So here's Elliott.
Indy 5, here we go. Big frontside air. Big kickflip Indy. All the way across, tail grab 5, nice landing. You can tell he needs to slow down here a little bit. 720, going for the heel flip 7.
He was just going for it.
Yeah, Elliott is not gonna hold back.
I didn't even see that he was wearing shorts there.
Elliott does not want a safety run.
No. And how could you have a safety run during this?
We're in the midst of run 2 here at the Rivian Men's Skateboard Vert. And for more, before we go on, let's head back over to AJ McCord.
Brando, I'll tell you, nobody was more fired up after that incredible run from Emma than Gui Khury. He looked at the screen, saw the score drop, and said, "Let's go. I love it. Bring on the pressure."
That's exactly what you want.
Yeah.
And I think Gui kind of lives for that.
I think he likes it.
So, you know, I mean, that first run, he had the eye of a tiger. You could tell when he walked off the ramp, it was like he wanted to come here. He wants to throw down.
There are guys that have that mentality. Nigel Houston, Gui Khury.
Tony Hawk.
Tony Hawk brings out the best in them. Soya!
Oh,
my!
Soya with the biggest setup, melon.
Wow!
Kickflip Indy.
He just threw that under. He didn't even care where it was.
Call that the Hail Mary.
Alley-oop, Stalefish 540.
Here we go. Kickflip varial, Indy 5, missed it again.
The level of
I mean,
tricks.
the board is doing a 720. It's also doing a kickflip. His body's doing a 540. There's so much going on there. It's a miracle that it ever comes together. But he does make it regularly, and he'll probably make it in his next run.
That's what I was going to say. These guys are doing it consistently in most runs.
What a wild trick for Soya Inamata. Sitting in 5th place. But goodness, if he can put that together.
This is another guy that can put it together.
Everyone's going for broke.
Now, Tony, you said earlier in the break that Moto maybe held back a little bit on the first one. Well, is he just going to go pedal to the metal now?
I would like to think so. Here we go. Front foot impossible. Oh, that's his signature move, too.
That is going to put the pressure on it for the 3rd run.
And Moto's coming off a disappointing finish in Vert where he didn't even make it out of the playoffs in Osaka a week ago.
Home country, that must have been tough. He's going to want to really come back from that one.
There you see Gui Khury, and let's look at how he got double gold just a week ago at X Games Osaka. Pretty incredible what this 16-year-old has accomplished. Owner of 11 medals, 5 of them gold. Gui Khury, a 6th career X Games gold medal. Oh my goodness. Gui Khury, X Games Osaka 2025, going double gold here in Osaka. Yeah, there's no doubt. Gui Khury was the MVP of X Games Osaka, at least on the men's side. But he's got his work cut out for him. Next to drop in, though, J.D. Sanchez, who's sitting in that silver medal spot, trying to replace that 79 from run 1.
So, Corbin, when we talk about the setup errors, he has no setup errors. He has no setup. Look at that.
Well, that doesn't leave me with much, Tony.
Kickflip, body barrel 5. Stale tail grab 5. And then this front side 360 flip into a sailfish. And now here we go with, oh, wow. Cab heel, landing tuck knee.
What?
Kickflip Indy 5.
Is this it?
Indy fakie. Oh,
this is looking like the run that he wanted. He seemed like
that was going to be the end right there.
He seemed like he pulled back the speed on that, and it was working in his favor.
Yeah, I think so. But you know those tail grab 7s, they require precision. They require a very specific speed too, and I think he just didn't quite get a hold of it. So he may have been slowing down just for that purpose.
Right.
So J.D. Sanchez will have to sit and wait for that 3rd and final run as we move on to Tom Shar. In his 18th X Games appearance, owner of 16 X Games medals.
Pointing it out for fun. Oh my gosh. Okay, that one. You remember when he said his foot wasn't off? His foot was definitely not on that one.
He wasn't trying just a 1-footer?
No.
We know how you love the 1-footer.
Tail grab 1-footer.
Tom's got one more run left, so the pressure's on there for him and Moto, both of them together.
This is not the finals I expected to see.
2 guys that are normally in that top 3 medal contention have really put it down to the last.
Gui Khury on a quest for that 8th career X Games gold at just 16 years old. He's sitting in that bronze medal spot.
This is when Gui shines.
Riding that brand new Birdhouse Pro board. Rolling in.
Oh, big alley-oop 5, landing perfectly. Wow. Oh, into a 900. Did you see that pump before it?
He looked like he lost speed on that.
Not ideal. That's all I have to say. Here we go. Kickflip. Body barrel 5. I love that he just throws a nose grind in there for style. Stale 5. Kickflip Indy 5.
Oh, kickflip Indy.
Fakie. Here we go. 720. He's got it. That was the run.
And Gui Khury,
900, 720s.
picking up where he left off from Osaka.
I spoke to his mum yesterday, and she said that with the growth spurt, obviously that comes with a lot of troubles as well with spinning, but because he's gotten bigger, he's got a lot more power in his legs, and that's actually been a real benefit for him as well.
Yeah, I mean, he looks like a spinning top when he tucks in, and that setup for the 900 we just saw, he was almost leaning forward, so he definitely lost speed coming into it.
He landed kind of halfway on the transition, so you've lost all your speed.
But you know, he's no stranger to just balling up and compensating.
How hard is that?
That's a spin so fast, there's no way you can spot your landing.
And we have a new leader. Gui Khury takes over gold medal position.
The brand new pro for Birdhouse doing it here. Can he do back-to-back?
Well, we're 2 runs in here in the Rivian men's skateboard vert.
I think that's the run he came for, so I don't really know where he goes from there.
Well, before we kick off run 3, let's head back up to AJ McCord.
You were talking about just how intense it is to try and keep the consistency with spinning with Gui Khury as he grows up. It's actually advice from fellow Brazilian Pedro Barros, who had some advice for Gui's father. He said, just keep spinning at every opportunity. He told Gui's father, Ricardo, the 16-year-old, should be doing at least 10 540s per session. Gui telling me that advice has helped him maintain his ability to spin no matter what growth spurt he hits.
See, Tony, that's all you have to keep on doing, is keep spinning.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
10 540s every
10
session?
5s a day.
I would have broke my leg a long time before than I did.
Instead of finishing the 900 at 47, you could have just kept spinning. Easy.
I tried to keep spinning.
Third
I effed around and found out.
Runs here at the Rivian men's skateboard vert from night 1 of X Games SLC Reef Orlando.
This is a run that I want to see.
Reef's got a lot of speed coming in.
Oh, no!
Everyone is landing super high.
And Reef just outside of podium position, will not be moving up. So Emma Kawakami put this field on notice run number 2. He got knocked down to that silver medal spot by Gui. Anything he can do here to knock back on first place, Store?
I'm going to leave that for Tony. What do you think?
If he can do away with these setups like this,
yeah.
That's the only thing that's going to bring him up. But he's challenged with his size, so he needs a backside air like that to get enough speed to do a trick like that. And it's not his fault. You know?
Well, once he gets taller, it's going to change.
Once he gets taller, yeah, but look at this. And then right here we go, another 900. Not a problem. Spinning just, 2. Are we going to do 3? No.
Oh! 2 900s into a 720 landing to fakie.
We call that a Mackenzie. I think that'll bump up his score, but I don't think it puts him in first place.
Look at the crowd. We've got Corey Juno, Keegan Palmer, double gold medalist. We've got Zion Wright. They're on their feet cheering over there.
He may not win this, but I don't know if there's a bigger
He won our hearts
in SLC.
He won our hearts. I feel like he's going to be on the shoulders of those guys over there just coming across the vert ramp.
The youngest competitor in our field. Could today be the day he earns his first career X Games medal? It sure looks like it.
Thank you.
Already doing it at 10 years old. That is absolutely
So Gui Khury leading this final with that 91.33. And Tony, you called it, improves his score, but obviously won't be moving up a spot.
I do want to say, he did 2 900s, and then he went into that forward to fakie 720. Less of those have been done in the world than 900s.
Yes.
It is extremely hard and very dangerous.
Remarkable.
That's why it's my favorite trick to watch. I love that.
Here now, Elliott Sloan.
Huge frontside air. Oh. Tony, what is it at this point? Is it the pressure? Is it? You know that there is a lot of guys falling off.
I have noticed that everyone tends to land high on this ramp.
Yep.
And when you're in the, when you're in the finals, you just find extra speed. You know, it just comes from within. And because they're getting that extra speed, they're not really prepared for how fast this ramp is and how high they're landing.
Right.
So the ones that are coming through are the ones that are actually slowing down.
Gui Khury trying to earn that
almost too fast.
career gold, but Soya Inomata trying to get on the podium. This is his last chance.
That explains why he's going so high. It's too fast.
Just missing the grab.
If you guys could just talk a little bit more about that, the speed of this particular ramp.
Everyone, well, I think the surface is pretty grippy, so that adds speed. But there's something about the vert that I don't know if it's laid back or not, but everyone's landing extremely high, and usually that's a good thing. But it's almost they're not used to going this high with the technical tricks they're pulling out.
So Moto Shibata sitting in 6th place. Can he put it together on this 3rd and final run?
He can.
To get into podium position.
Oh,
a Moto chant has broken out here in Salt Lake City.
Moto. Listen, you want to see one of the good guys like this land his run, because you know...
Impossible lead. Oh,
no! This is unheard of.
Yeah, it's the Wild West here.
This is down to the wire. We have one more person that can get into the top 3. Sorry, 2 more to get into the top 3. This is incredible.
Well, before we get into our final runs here in the contest, let's head back up to AJ McCord, who's with Vert royalty.
A legend, an X Games legend, Bob Burnquist. I was catching up with Tom Shaw earlier, and he said, look, if I could steal every single one of Bob's tricks, I would. What is it going to take for Tom to get onto the podium in this final run?
You know, Tom's just been amazing every time, and you know, he's got this like style that he has to go all out. It is his 3rd run, and if he wants to steal a move, it's usually happened in the 3rd run, and you only need 1. So I think, you know, it's all or nothing here. These guys are amazing, so I don't think it's safety for Tom. He's going to go for it, and I'm going to cheer on, and you know, it's just such an inspiration.
You and about hundreds of other people, thousands of other people here in Salt Lake City roaring behind us through every single competitor. What does this bring back for you, being on top of this vert ramp in this kind of atmosphere, seeing these guys level up?
Oh, I was just reminiscing with Bucky and you know, and Andy there, and just like it's just being here on the deck for finals. It's almost like it feels like you want to drop in. You know, it's like it's that, you know, familiar, but like being able to watch the level that they're at, you know, it's just giving me a jolt of like, hey, I want to go back home and skate more. You know, so that's what it is. It's like this inspiration loop, you know, and the generations keep having it, keep giving it to us. So it's amazing.
It's incredible to watch. Soak in the show like the rest of us. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
And Bob may drop in.
He may. Definitely a best trick, maybe.
Okay, so JD Sanchez is sitting in that bronze medal spot. He has looked so good today. What can he do to bump up to 2nd or even 1st place, Tony?
Make a whole run. He hasn't made a whole run yet, and he's in that spot. Oh, that kickflip body rail. Whoa. Look at how much speed he gets on every single landing. I love that.
He just needs to make this clean. And he will get on the podium.
Oh, man. Kickflip Indy 540. I love that trick. There's a Bob move. Kickflip Indy, blindside drifting. 720, I think he's got.
Yes! There it is! The crowd goes wild. It's what he's...
No setups.
He has left it to the last possible run. 2nd last skateboarder to go.
Oh my God, that was so amazing.
And he has done it. He is pumped up.
That
Tony,
was the run we were waiting for from JD.
Tony, where does this... What's your expert opinion on this? Where he's gonna...
I don't know. I mean, I'd say it's really close, but I'm going to say it probably puts him in 2nd.
It's less than 2.5 point difference between he and Emma.
Tough to... Well, I think it's going to put him in 2nd at least. But it would be tough to compete with the 900 and all of Gui's tech stuff. But this would be it. Like, this whole run is absurd.
So there he is,
540.
Currently in 3rd. Can it bump him up? And we still have 1 person to go.
That reaction says it all from JD Sanchez.
That's
and
it.
Yep.
There he goes.
Bumps up into that silver medal spot. Okay, now there is one left who could potentially knock out Gui Khury and have something to say about this podium. He is the one, the only Tom Schar. Did he save his absolute best for his final run?
Always. So Bob said he could borrow one of his tricks. This first trick is kind of Bob's trick.
It is kind of Bob's trick.
Andy to fakie, traveling blindside. Oh, there we go. Tail grab 7, he's got it. Melvin 5, see, he's trying to make the run this time. Tail grab 5.
Heel flip Indy.
Indy, oh, love it. That nose grind, kick flip, body roll 5, he's got it.
Yes!
Oh, big spin back lip, watch out.
Can he close it out?
Tail grab, 360.
Oh! Tom just coming off on that one. That would have put him up.
What could have been?
Yeah, Tom. That was the last
I hate to ask it, Tony, but if he completes that run, where does that put Tom Schar?
Oh, man. I'm kind of glad I don't have to actually answer that.
Well, you do. This is the job at hand.
I think it would have put him in second. I think it would have been second. Well, I don't know. All of that was absurd.
Tom had us there. He had us. It was very, very close.
So Gui Khury came into this contest as the heavy favorite, and with that comes a ton of pressure.
I did not think we'd see a victory lap in this finals with how chaotic it was.
This 16-year-old continues to rewrite the history books. This, a victory lap for Gui Khury.
And he's not slowing down on this victory lap. At 900.
Still risking it all for you people.
He's kept all the speed this time as well.
Oh!
What was that? Are you kidding?
Kickflip, body rail 5, Christ there. I'm claiming it right now.
Unbelievable. Gui Khury. Back to back to back.
Can we call that a kickflip, body rail, Christ there?
You can call it anything you want.
Salt Lake City,
Let's
are
call
you
it terrifying.
not entertained?
Oh!
Gui Khury defending gold.
Kickflip fakie for fun?
Yeah.
His 8th career gold medal. He breaks the tie with Arissa True for the most gold medals ever by a teenager. We head out to AJ, who's with Gui.
And Gui, in the middle of celebrating, you told me after Emma dropped that high score, you love the pressure. You rose to it in that second run. How?
I don't know. It's just something that happens. I love the pressure and just the boys making their runs. It makes me want to land mine as well. So it's sick. We got top 3, me, JD, and Emma, who absolutely killed it. JD as well killed it so much. And I'm so hyped. Yeah.
Speaking of hyped, some history happening here at the Vert Ramp for you. 8 gold medals. We talked about how you and Arissa going back and forth fire each other up. What does that do for you to win your 8th X Games gold medal as a teenager?
I'm just super happy. I'm super hyped to be here, and to win my 8th gold medal is something that I never imagined, to be honest. And since I was a kid, I just imagined just going to X Games was just the coolest thing. But to just winning X Games, just something that's insane. I can't explain in so many words. And yeah.
Congratulations, Parabéns. We'll see you later.
Parabéns. Vamos, Brasil!
And Gui Khury headlines the all-teen, preteen podium. He and JD Sanchez, of course, teenagers, and Emma Kawakami, now the youngest male medalist in X Games history at just 10 years old. Gentlemen, we look back at the highlights of this unforgettable final.
There's that 900 that secured the deal. Straight into the heel flip. Just an incredible effort. I feel like, Tony, this is going to be the start, or he's well and truly in the start, in it now, but he's going to go on a run now. I feel it.
I'm really so It was disappointing, obviously, to see Tom fall, but I'm so happy for Emma. Yes. To get on the podium. He won our hearts. He's so sick. And Gui killed it. That's what he came for right there. Nailed it, and we're super proud of him.
It's been a good 24 hours for Gui Khury. Congratulations to all our guys here in Vert, but we're just getting started here on night 1 of X Games SLC Moto X Best Trick, headlined by monster athlete Jacko Strong.
We got more coming up, that's right.
My plan this weekend is to do a front flip seat grab Indy. I hit the ramp rather fast, and then at the top, I back off on the throttle, front brake, get it rotating, and then I've got to jump forwards once more. Once that goes forwards, then I reach down between my legs and grab my seat. When I let my body get away from the bike and cross my legs over the top, it's about trying to not make any sudden fast movements. Once that all happens, then it's just a show to try and get back on.